Hello folks, hope you've had a nice Christmas. Just a really quick little video update about some of the things that are going to be coming up on the channel hopefully over the next month or two. I still have the two videos, or the two introduction videos I wanted to record about this car, the BX16 TRS, or VEP as it is also known. The first one being about why I wanted one in the first place, a little bit of my history with cars and certainly Citroen BXs in general. And then the second video is going to be about what my plans are. What sort of work are we going to do? Are we going to just roll it as it is? Are we going to do a full restore and all that sort of thing? And a few things are kind of still up in the air about that. I also have another video that I'll hopefully do soon because I've just sourced a interior for this, a set of seats that aren't torn. They're not out of the right model, but they look a bit nicer than these do for now, and then I can at least look at getting these retrimmed in the future. I'm also working through my editing backlog. You may have just seen a Radwood video go live, and I've got plenty of other sort of shows and events that I've been to that I've not yet got round to editing and uploading the videos for. I've also got quite a few tinkering videos that I've recorded, some of them actually going back to the year before, which I've still not edited and put together. Those include an update to the XC60 with the gearbox fiasco. If you remember, I had a problem with the torque converter and I want to do a final update video on where I wound up with that. I repaired the boost pipe on the XC60 as well. Did a service on it, and I also recorded a video swapping from electronic to manual tailgate struts because those tailgate struts failed in the time that I had it. And I might do sort of a general vlog of where that car's gone, because it's no longer in my possession. It's now owned by Sean over at Muscles and Motors. It's his daily driver now, and I'm just with the V70. Speaking of the V70, I've then also got videos that I've recorded that I haven't yet put together for that. Those include a service video, replacing the rear brakes, a bit of a diary slash vlog about the wobble investigation work, and where I've sort of got to with that. Restoring the headlights. So I've recently sanded the headlights and then sprayed them with 2K clear coat. So I'll take you through that entire process. A full interior detail and clean up, an engine bay detail, and probably a few other little bits. We did recently do the cam belt again, myself and Sean did, but we didn't record too much of that because it was a big job and the weather wasn't great. But there are a few little fun clips which I might find a place to drop into. But yeah, that's it basically. It's just a really quick video to let you know that there is stuff coming. So if you're feeling a little bit of the car show blues, because obviously there aren't many at this time of year, there will be some more stuff. And then I will be attending other events like the Bicester Scrambles and other things as soon as they become available. The main thing, to be honest with you, is I can't wait to get this back out on the road. But I'm being sensible and I'm keeping VEP off the road as long as there's any risk of the roads being salted. I mean, speaking of VEP, the other thing I really do need to do is take you around it properly, and give you my initial first impressions, particularly in the should I have really met my automotive hero kind of way. But I'm still smiling and I'm still desperate to drive it. So spoilers, yes, I do love this car, so I wouldn't worry too much. But there are certainly a few aspects, particularly of the Mark 1 BX, that you go, what have they done that for? So anyway, at some point that'll come out in the future as well. There is another video I hope to do. Might be a little bit controversial. I've not recorded this yet, but I was talking to somebody about it the other day of basically what has the SUV ever done for us? Because there's quite a strong anti-SUV sentiment, I think, out there at the moment, perhaps understandably due to environmental impacts and everything else. But I've hit upon an idea for a video because I have a V70 2.5T. My dad has an XC90 2.5T. They're both 7-seaters, and other than one having all-wheel drive and one not, they're actually otherwise very similar. So I thought it might be interesting to do a video comparing those two cars, how they drive, how much space is in them, what do they like to park, all those sorts of things, and then try and come to a conclusion as to whether or not have we all gone completely the wrong way with all these people that are buying SUVs, or is there a reason why it does make sense? Because I think, particularly in the car community, we sometimes forget that not everybody's a motoring enthusiast. Some people just want big, solid, safe cars to get from A to B. So anyway, that's something, again, that might crop up in the future, along with, like I say, loads of stuff with this. Oh, and I've recorded a first wash of VEP as well, which I need to edit and put together. In fact, I'll flash a screen up now of all the unfinished video projects as I've got listed at the moment. There you go. So that's my Excel list, and I think there's still more to come. In terms of the car show coverage for next year, I think I am going to lean more towards doing reels or B-roll style videos. You might have seen me swap from doing approaches where I go around a show with a GoPro and just sort of meander around with a camera without any commentary, to more of a cinematic style of video where I am doing slow pans and cutting lots of stuff together, which is the most recent video on the channel at the time that I'll have released this, which is the Radwood video. I find making those videos are much more creatively satisfying. So I think because it allows me to combine my interest of photography and shooting video together, I think that's the route that I'm more than likely going to go down. I'm not saying that I'm not going to do any sort of walk around coverage at all, but particularly when I looked, for instance, at Festival of the Unexceptional this year, so many people were doing that I think I really want to do something different to what everybody else is doing. And that style of shooting also means that I can focus on the vehicles that interest me rather than perhaps trying to document absolutely everything, which is exhausting. So yeah, there will be a shift in that direction. But then again, let me know what you think about that. Would you, do you prefer the walkarounds? I have had somebody say to me in the past they felt, I'll quote them on this, they felt robbed that I didn't do a commentary. And the reason I don't do a commentary when I do a walk-around video is, chances are, if you found my channel and you know the event, you know what those vehicles are. You don't need me to tell you, oh, it's a Mark II Vauxhall Cavalier in Doom Blue. That might be channeling Sean's recent purchase, by the way. So I don't feel like I need to describe every vehicle that's in front of you. And quite frankly, going to shows like that is often an education for me as well. I'm not like some of these other folks out there that seem to have an encyclopedia of knowledge and can look at any vehicle and immediately name it. I'm looking at you, Ian Seabrook. So yeah, that's not me, which is why I have never tried to do commentaries on walkarounds. And the other reason I prefer to do them that way and I will still do a few next year, is I kind of almost want you to be able to walk around unencumbered by my opinions and what I like and what I don't like. So those walkarounds will remain commentary free, just with background noise and everything else. But like I say, I think it's going to be more reels and B-roll footage than the other way around, but we'll see. So yeah, that's it. I hope you've all had a fabulous Christmas, and I hope you all have a happy new year. And yeah, I will see you in another video. Cheerio!